and we'll be jumping in this game, eUnited and Rogue. Again, the stakes at play, if you win, you have an extra life in the next phase of the event. So very important to win here. Jorby, Daz, take it away.
Look at the eggs.
Love it. That is just absolutely beautiful. You know, eggs, Rocket League, Christmas. It's almost like it was just meant to be, Daz. Christmas and Rocket League, it's like peanut butter and jelly. They just go together.
I think it was J Russ who said he's never had peanut butter.
What?
Yeah. I think he thinks it's nasty. I think he eats, like, no, some people eat peanut butter sandwiches. I think he only eats jelly sandwiches. Not 100%, yeah.
You hear about people doing just peanut butter sandwiches without the jelly, but not jelly sandwiches. What?
Yeah. You know, one of my best friends was like that. He was a weird dude.
Unfortunate.
I don't think J Russ is as weird as him. But that's a conversation for another talk. Right now, Rogue versus eUnited has been on your screen here, and it's been a couple of breakaway opportunities. eUnited applying a lot of pressure off the start.
Oh, nice. First touch here from Ajax. Oh, he got bumped off the play. I expect this to be as fast as it looks right now. The bang from Tristan. He knows he has to try to generate as much velocity off the backboard as possible to get the ball away from Rogue, but I really wonder how eUnited approach this game, because we know how Rogue are going to play. Like, Rogue got one style, and, you know, that's first killer style. Oh, whoa! That whole setup was looking so good.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. Good clear out, though, from Ajax, and eUnited are going to try to move downfield. That's a good flick from Tristan, and eUnited get on the board first.
Yeah, Rogue tries some intricate passing play in front of the box, and Tristan's like, cool, I'll flick right over you. It's over. We're going to win. That's usually what he would say.
That is how he talks.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's too many words, too, to be honest, from Tristan.
You're right. I can't get Tristan down. I don't know. See, he is a man of few words, and I obviously do not identify that way. So, who knows? Maybe first killer will find the pass to Rocco. He did, but Rocco couldn't find the shot.
Okay, we got Turin Turo as well. We're on this camera for a little bit. Has Turin changed his name to Turentina yet? I think that's the question.
No, I don't think he's gone Turentina. He's gone Turentino, Turentuno, and like a lot of different types of turning. He's even done turning Turno, which was a tongue twister. Oh, look at first killer. He hits those. Oh,
all right.
It's a little late on the flip.
Do I have Turin on Steam? This is what we're gonna do. Chat, you guys let me know what name you want to see Turin have next, and I will do my best to relay that message to him. I do have Turin on Steam, so yeah, just let me know what kind of version of Turin Turo you want to see, and the most popular one, we'll get it sorted. We'll try to see if we can make some magic happen.
Oh my god, the first suggestion I saw was Turin. Lame. You could do better. Turu throw. Whoa, dude. Anyways. You know, Daz, I think I thought of the perfect name for him. Turo.
Actually, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, you like that one? I was sitting on it for a little bit. I wasn't sure about if I should share or not. This is kind of an insane game, by the way.
This is. It's been pretty tight so far.
Really fast.
eUnited looking to increase the score lead. Ajax with the control. Got it over. First killer. Forced it past Turin. Ajax bringing eUnited's lead to 2.
What a challenge, dude. Wonder Mike is insane. And then Ajax, with the delay on the push forward, like that was just a combination of a bunch of micro 1v1 situations that worked out perfectly. Ajax in the perfect spot to follow up that challenge from Wonder Mike. And like, that was sick. This is why I'm hyped for eUnited. Now, I've been kind of hyped on eUnited for a while, but that's why. And it's mostly probably just because of how Wonder Mike has looked lately. You know, obviously Tristan in his own right has looked great as well, but then Ajax, oh no. I really didn't think that was going to happen.
Oh man. Taroko. Oh, pinches out and oh man. Look at Ajax. Okay, I get it. He's trying to get on the highlight reel. I see him.
The blooper reel.
Sheesh.
Turret Tuno.
We gotta-
Turret's
We
pretty
gotta
good.
come
I
up
like
with
turret.
one. We gotta
Yeah.
figure out one here for turn.
I'm thinking about it while we're watching Rogue try to fight back.
All right. In the
With some very
meantime,
fast pushes.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
request turn Tina.
Tarantina is put in the request book. I still don't think I've seen my turn turnip. That was my suggestion.
Wait, turn turnip?
Turn turnip, yeah. No go, no bite. You don't like it?
Honestly, I'll go with
You can
turn
tell me.
turnip.
I won't be hurt.
I feel like he did that though already, didn't he?
Oh, did he? Did he do it earlier? He said he'd do it today. Oh,
Yeah, he did it
he
earlier.
did do it earlier. Okay.
We've got confirmed. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna wait until the game's over.
Dude, how did Rogue not score on that last push? Hang on. Watch this last 10 seconds. Ready? Super serious. Taroko. No good. First killer. That's pretty good. Taroko, if he can get back to it. Oh, that's looking good, but first killer just moves forward. Taroko's got to shoot it. Look at it. Look at it, Daz. Look at the Taroko.
No way!
Dude. The magic.
0
The power.
seconds. Oh, that's the good stuff here. This game's gonna go down to an overtime decider here between Rogue and eUnited. All right, they've come to play today.
I cannot believe that just happened. That was actually insane. Oh man, that feels good. They're gonna win off that now. Like that's just a momentum swing full for Rogue. Look at that. Look at the bump. They're not gonna be able to get back to this ball. Oh, and the shots are so clean. That was a good save.
Yeah, that was
Or rather,
definitely a
good push.
That
Yeah.
was definitely a good shot too. Coming out from Rogue. I think that was first killer taking the shot there. As first trying to at least control this ball for a little bit. He's gotten 5 shots this game. There hasn't been anything too wild.
Ooh,
As-
nice.
Oh, that's a speedy shot from Wonder Mike. And that's going to do it for game 1.
Dude, Wonder Mike got the vertical. Oh, Rogue, look at this. Ooh. Oh, it was so clean on the challenge, dude. Oh, you don't care about your 0-second goals. Get out of here.
All right, I think I have relayed some info to turn.
Ooh, spicy.
Oh my God, he did it! He chased the Tarantino. Let's go!
Yes.
Okay, all right. We're gonna
Oh,
see him
man.
when he rejoins here for the next game. But
All right,
that's,
guys, what did you think about game 1?
I was so concerned about his names. Okay, but like looking at game 1, right? You see, I mean, that comeback from Rogue towards the end was hilarious, especially just from all that extra work they were doing in the final few seconds. Rogue still pushing forward here. Meanwhile, eUnited, they started it off strong and they finished strong as well. I mean, obviously they ended up letting one in 0, but they kind of kept their composure and played the overtime correctly, and you saw them at least start the series off on the right foot. A little bit shaky, so I know the boys in the United socials are a little worried. I see you guys in chat. I see you all, but I think that for them, it's about keeping that same pace, keeping the offense moving and flowing. Because again, they had a great start and they were kind of mind gaming Rogue here a little bit. As we come into game 2, you see Tarantino on the field.
Yes.
You keep coming with the suggestions, chat. This is the funnest part of the day for me.
The Tarantino names have been a wonderful part of Summit so far. Oh, man. What a time. Look at this. Look at this. Why do they have all the space? Oh, my God. This was team aerial decimation. Look at this. Taroko's like bang. First killer's like boom. Oh.
Bang, boom. All you need to know about that goal. Rogue start things off on the right foot here to open up game 2 against eUnited. And my, oh my, they were able to shake off the loss from game one pretty quickly. And First Killer put on a show for us as well. Meanwhile, it's Tarantino on the backboard. Oh, you love that.
Dude, Rogue are the team of the future. Like, straight up. I'm saying it right now. They're the team of the future. This is wild stuff. Like, it's the quickness of the passing plays, how high in the air all three of them can play. Like, how quick could eUnited react to that passing play, Daz? Like, that ball literally crossed the pitch in a second, and it was in their net.
That's crazy.
Anyways, they still mess up. They're not a perfect team, but man, when they're on, I don't know if it's hard to say what other teams are more fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Rogue though, for me, it's just been, you know, seeing this team really start to find their footing, at least when it comes to aerial play, has been one of the most satisfying parts of being able to cast their matches. And I mean, they've had a lot of struggles and a lot of difficulty here, and there have been times, especially like for the older version of the team, where things looked for them as if they were just, you know, like not on the same page. But now it looks completely different, almost night and day, as they are up here in this game against eUnited, and they're scoring some pretty nice goals.
Yeah, I do think that it's a product of, you know, First Killer and Turinturo playing with a player that they've played with for years, someone that they feel comfortable with, someone who knows, like, intrinsically how both of them like to play the game. I think that's what was missing before with both Turinturo and First Killer. But now that they have Taroko, they just have a much more fluid style of gameplay. There isn't as much solo hero play, even though First Killer is capable of doing that at any time. It's just First Killer, he's going to do that. But, you know, he does it less often. He feels much more fluid in a roster like this, where, look, Taroko can do, you know, everything that First Killer can. Maybe not as consistently, but First Killer knows that style of play. He knows how to play with a team like that. So I think that's what makes this team so exciting, is the synergy that's so apparent on the field with them.
Yeah, you know, I'm seeing a lot of turn tunas in the chat.
Ooh, no, he did that. He did that.
Did he already do turn tuna?
You know what he didn't do, though? Turntable.
Turntable?
Yeah, I saw turntable in chat.
We got one from production, turn tilapia.
That's great. Turn tilapia. Send that one forth.
Okay, we might have to do the turn tilapia. I feel like that's going to be...
Oh,
look at turn tuna!
Oh, stuffed tilapia tonight! Full of crab meat. It's delicious.
Oh, I'm hungry. Don't do that to
man.
me.
He's eating good, baby.
He is. Rogue having their way here in game 2. A minute 39 left on the clock as eUnited, who had started off this series on the hot hand, are now playing from behind here. Rogue able to make some adjustments, as, you know, they kind of needed to, too. They were definitely caught off guard early on in the series. And now, here's Tarantino on the drive. Ajax will end up picking that one up, and he tries to play it downfield for EU. But definitely a lot slower here for eUnited as this game 2 goes on. They haven't necessarily been, you know, that offensive powerhouse that we're used to seeing from them, or at least based on what we saw in that first game.
Yeah. They're not winning as many of these 50s, and Rogue are just so fast on the launch that, you know, eUnited, even they had a close approach earlier, Daz, where they pushed it from the corner and Ajax was playing like right next to him and tried to push the ball into the net, like right in front of the net, but Rogue had the angle covered, like close angle like that. So many times you just own goal in that situation. But First Killer just catches him on the rebound. You can definitely tell United are kind of diving now, and that bounce off the challenge, the demo, none of that helps. And that's a good way to get scored on, unfortunately. Good play from Rogue. They look really clean right now.
They do. Very, very well done here from Rogue. At least in this game, a lot of offense coming out from them. And now at this point, looks like they're trying to run away with this game. As I need to figure out which turn name to send him as we are approaching the end of the game.
You should say to him that, hey, if you own goal, immediately change your name to Turn Tilted. I saw Turn Tilted in chat, and I'm like, oh, that'd be a great one. Only if you own goals, though.
We should do it if he loses a game. Like next game, would do turn tilted. Like
That
if
works
he,
too.
If he loses game 3,
That works too.
Yeah, I think that'd be a really nice one. All right. I tried to
Turn tulip. Nah, turn turnip. That's the only one. No tulips. No tulips allowed. Rogue, tie the series up, and look good doing it. This is a nasty team when they have their passing on lock. Like, I don't know how you can read them that quickly. Like, you gotta pull back if you're eUnited and really try to take in the whole pitch, because Rogue are using all of it to connect on these passes.
Yeah. Oh wait.
What?
Wait.
Tell me.
He sent
Tell
me
me.
the next name. The next name is Burn Burrow.
Yes. Burn Burrow.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, I'm with it. Looking at
That's the
a
one.
Burn and the rest of Rogue, though, series tied up 1-1 apiece here. As this decider group goes on, it's been a lot of fun, at least trying to figure out different names to tell turn, but also looking, at the series as a whole. Rogue straight up dominated that last game, and honestly, eUnited may have to go back to the drawing board here as we get ready to load up game 3.
Yeah, I like I said, I think that they just need to, take a step back in how Rogue are approaching their entire structure on the pitch, because it's these really hard passes, these high, almost pre-jump level passes. They're not quite there. It's just that they're so fast on the launch. Like, they have the reads instantly. And so that's just really difficult to play against. When they're reading the ball that efficiently, it's difficult, but they got to find a way. It always starts with the boost game. Start with the boost, then get to the next challenge. I think just next challenge mentality is how eUnited need to approach this, because it's really difficult to try to dissect, exactly how Rogue approach it. I think if you just focus on the next challenge, you'll find a way forward. I don't know what in the world. You see Burn Burrow, he got knocked like a pinball in between two players. My boy Burn! Burn getting bumped!
Okay, look at Rogue.
Burn off the bumper!
Oh, he's got to Burn Burrow himself back. Look at this. Very aggressive start. First killer. Nice follow-up as well. Good touch from Ajax to get the stop, and he will get demoed by First Killer. But who gets a nice... that's actually a pretty solid redirect. Ball's coming off the back wall. First Killer read it, but also angled his car to where it just kind of launched itself off that back wall, so no one who was playing the close play would have been able to make any type of touch on it. So, good mechanics from First. As, the first minute here has been kind of like all mechanics, but in a minor sense, just these great efforts to make these soft touches off to the sidewall that kind of end up coming up big time when you really dissect it.
Yeah, not a lot of time is wasted on, trying to handle the ball. That first touch on the handle is good for Rogue, and so that's why they're so fast after the catch. That first touch is perfect. You don't have to spend extra time bumbling the ball around until you finally have control of it. Very clean. The United have been a pretty good presence in midfield, though. They've had a couple good pushes. Nothing to actually put real pressure on Rogue, but enough to stay, at least within striking distance, at the very least. They haven't given up too much ground.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
nice
been the
steal.
change that you see them make here in this game. As Ajax flip reset, doesn't have any boost, but that's a high ball here. Follow-up chance off, but Wonder Mike able to clean it up, and eUnited will be able to strike first in game 3.
And that was nice. They were given a lot of space. Ajax made the most of it. He didn't need any more boost, just had to keep that flip on the flip reset high and away from Rogue, got it on the back side of him, and the follow-ups were perfect on it. Rogue had to commit trying to get that first flip reset clear, and then they couldn't grab the ball. So eUnited, that was a perfect approach, breaking out of midfield. They had been building up to that point, for the last 2 minutes. So that was a really nice culmination.
This one, approaching that halfway point here. You're starting to see eUnited really start to, play these midfield balls, right? Rogue had a lot of control in the midfield last game. And eUnited is starting to take that and make it their own. As you saw, a nice shot from Tristan. Ajax trying to test that backboard. Forced out a double commit from Rogue, but they still are able to at least clear it to the corner and buy themselves some time. They kind of gather their composure for the time being. As eUnited looking to extend that lead. But Rogue keeping this a 1-goal game.
You're starting to see where the, well, I was going to say problems, but then First Killer gets this massive clear. But you know, the best chance for eUnited, if they can catch Rogue on a couple defensive rotations and they can stay in the blue half, that's where teams can really start to punish them. That's why I say if they stick to that challenge first mentality, typically that's what can help them actually push past Rogue. And I think they've done a good job of it overall. But these are some nice moves. Just the mechanics of Rogue always keep them in the match. I say mechanics as if there's no thought behind their movement. I don't mean it that way. I just mean that because their mechanics are so good, just keeps their options plentiful. Ooh, another push up. One to Mike. Everybody's just trying to go supersonic. Like, a slowdown is just to make sure that you get the first touch control, but then it's just immediately back to max speed for both teams. Like, this has been such a fast game to watch. Like, I'm catching myself just watching it. Like I'm watching like a high-paced tennis match where, you know, they're just whipping the ball back and forth. Like, that's what I feel like I'm watching right now.
Imagine if like they made tennis noises when they like hit the ball.
Like right here.
Right.
Or just and then no! Burrow! I love this game.
Nice pass from Taroko and my boy Burn. He burned the. I was looking for a buried word there.
He burned it.
Yeah. He scored a nice goal.
He burritoed it. Burn burrito.
Ah. Burn burrito B.
Burn burrito B. Yes, that's perfect. I love the thematic twist. It's beautiful.
Oh man, but this is good from Rogue here, right? They bring it back within one in final 15 seconds, looking like we might end up seeing overtime. As this one, the flick goes downfield. Final few seconds in game. Ajax with the ball on the hood though, looking for a last second play from eUnited. Will they be able to come up with something here? Tristan opts to steal the boost. Oh, we saw you not be able to get that boost, Tristan. Okay, first killer though, we'll get a piece of that. Ajax looking to follow it up, play it close here, but there is one to Mike, putting it in front of the box.
He gave it to him. Oh my God, Tristan! He saw this forever ago. He peered into the future reality, and it told him, "You're gonna score." And boy, did he!
Unreal.
They did it. They gave him the ball. That's truth, Rogue, right there. Oh man.
All right, well.
Man, the ends to these games. Turn Tilted's coming out. Chat's already all over it.
That's gotta be. Wait, let me see.
That's the perfect time for it.
Oh no, I think he's upset. I think he might still be sticking with Burn here.
Oh no.
They're ready to get into the next game.
Well, just burn burrow just means turn tilted underneath. When you unmask it, it's a turn tilted.
So
right.
Seeing this one go to game 4 here, with Rogue down in the series, especially after losing that one and having it almost go to OT just for. It's turn tilted. No way.
Yes.
Let's go. Chat, you did it.
Turtle. Good sport. Good sport.
You did it, chat. You did it. You did it.
Oh, man. That's amazing.
Oh, man. So looking at this one, Turn Tilted about to load up here into this next match. This Decider Group B is definitely an entertaining one here between Rogue and eUnited. eUnited have pulled through, and now they end up having the series lead here, but we'll see how a tilted turn or a turn tilted will be able to manage. Right now, it's not so good as one to Mike will strike first for eUnited.
And Wonder Mike will be at the center if eUnited can keep winning. Look at that. Perfect control from Tristan. Not only on the flip reset, but then everything afterwards. His timing to pop the ball right back up and get that ball out to Wonder Mike, Daz. And like, we've kind of seen the evolution of Tristan with getting to watch him in CRL. But to see what he can do now, like, he was like, you know, baby's first flip reset way back in CRL, but now like it's his full adult flip reset, you know?
Yeah, that really is what it seems like too. Like, you know, the growth over time has been something entertaining to watch. As first killer trying to move downfield, you talk about growth, and boy, his first killer had a lot as well. I mean, a lot of these kids too. You know, I remember a lot. You know, these guys were up and coming back in the day. Couple years ago, and seeing them play now, and just seeing these guys not only grow inside the game but out as well has been just something to enjoy.
Dude, 3 years ago, people were calling first killer the NA scrub killer. 3 years ago, he was 12, or I think he was 12. It was either 12 or 11. Either way, so even that 4 years ago, like, this guy has been like on the rise for a very long time. And then even when he got to RLCS, like, people, you know, accused him, I think rightfully so at a lot of times, being a ball chaser, because I think that was something that helped him through a lot of the community tournaments and stuff. This is a nice pass from Taroko, by the way, into Turin tilted. We're just gonna, you know, move by that unimportant goal. Didn't mean anything for a tie or anything.
Beautiful tying goal from definitely worth noting too, right? The longevity that these boys have been playing competitive Rocket League in the scene, and what that's looked like. Not something. It definitely looks longer than what a double demo looks like. Although they both kind of feel just as long when you think about it, right? A double demo, when that happens, the net's just empty and open. Meanwhile, Taroko taking the lead for Rogue here, not wasting any time as the new addition to the Rogue roster starts to show up.
Jesus, like, first killer's touch. What was the power on that doink? Like, what? I'm sorry, what? Like, this is what I'm talking about. It's power touch after power touch after power touch, but they're all with precision. Like, it's crazy to when they hit plays like that, just to watch how fast they are. It's fun. Man, pros are so good.
Yeah, they are. And being able to watch these guys has been an absolute treat today, both with the name change and also with the quick shots, as Taroko has been making so many big plays for Rogue this game. He's been involved in all of them, and whether he's scoring or giving the assist, he has always been able to find the right touch.
eUnited just got pushed around there on the goal line, and nobody could really get up for a challenge either. So Rogue able to punch back, but you know, feels like this game has gone on for a little longer than it has, but just over 2 minutes gone. Ooh. Again, challenges just for Rogue. Always in the right spot. Look at that. Oh, the speed. Almost found the challenge. Good turnaround here for eUnited, though. They've had a lot of good pushes. The difficulty is right there, but Tristan is ready for that touch. Ajax, no confidence in how that play was developing. Ooh, he scooped it.
That's a nice scoop too. But getting so much room to eUnited as they look again for another chance, and first killer able to get the save and a good follow-up, but Ajax shot blocked out too. A lot of pressure from eUnited as again, they're just barely missing the mark here. But a lot of time on the clock, and this is definitely a good response from them, at least having some decent offensive possession, as this one still ticks down.
Yeah, that last shot was tough to say without looking at his perspective, but I felt like that one, there was definitely a hole in Rogue's net. Nice little demo into pass. This has promise, but cut off. And that actually turns into a bad push for eUnited to have to handle. Still not in the best spot. Good win on that initial challenge, but all about that follow-up. Very good approach there from Wonder Mike. Rogue getting a little comfortable in the orange half.
Yeah, Taroko with that play. You can see, I think that was first killer who got caught out, and of course Wonder Mike hops on that one immediately. and takes advantage of an open net opportunity. So eUnited bring this within a 1-goal game, and I'm a little concerned here, Jorby, because we could potentially see another 0-second goal. It's been 0-second goal after goal here, I believe. Have we had one on each side, or has it been all eUnited?
No, we had Rogue do it when they had the insane passing play at the, at the end of the game. Ooh, look at this carry. Oh, wait. eUnited got legs here. Or wheels, if you want to be thematic about it, but that ball's pushed out to the corner. You know, I always felt like Rocket League casting is much better with the wheel and the axles and, you know, rather than feet and heads, because there are no heads or feet. There's wheels and hoods and, you know.
A little bit, but like.
Suspensions.
If I want to tell somebody, if I'm trying to like cast a game and I'm trying to say put a hand up, I can't say, what am I going to say, put a wheel up?
What? Yeah, you put a wheel up. That's exactly what you do. Because you flip your car upside down. That's putting your wheels up. Tell me that's not putting your wheels up.
I mean, I guess.
Wheels up is common aviation terminology.
Is it?
Yeah, when you take off in a plane and you lift up your landing gear, it's called wheels up. It's the thing.
It's a landing gear though.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean. The nomenclature still makes sense. Watch eUnited score at 0 seconds. You ready for this?
I'm ready for it.
Up high, first killer, kills it. No one from eUnited's around. Oh wait, they gave him a chance. Oh no, they didn't. I thought it was gonna bounce off the ramp. It did not. And Rogue take the game. We're all tied up.
Yeah, tied up series here. We're looking at Rogue. Really, I mean, that game was all Taroko. Although he won't get the MVP, and it will of course go to Turn Tilted, as I await to see the next iteration of the name. We are watching this series really become more and more competitive over the course of it, right? eUnited now have been battling back constantly as Rogue start to make, you know, change after change after change in their play style. And it's been one of these games where it's kind of like a cat and mouse or rock, paper, scissors, where the play styles end up having these minute differences that honestly shape how the whole game goes.
Yeah, I think it comes down to it really comes down to the battle of attrition, the challenge game for both teams. If one team starts winning just a couple of challenges, then that might be enough to snowball the boost game in their favor for a real push, and that's when that team will get in trouble. So I think that the focus really is on the boost battle and the challenges that go on top of it.
So he was Turn Tilted last game. He's Turn Reformed this game.
Reformed.
He has reformed. He is back. I've been hearing that like he's doing a lot of quick chat spam. I think you guys saw a little bit of that on Twitter. I think it was when they played Xset. They were talking about a bunch of someone was saying something about like Turn like quick chat spamming or something like that, which is hilarious. But now he's saying he's reformed. He's saying that, you know, he is done with those ways. He is a saint. And as all reformed players are, it will only last until the end of this game.
And, yeah. Reformations die a quick death in Rocket League, don't they?
Yeah.
Turn Reformed. It's going to become Roarin' Roro soon. You know, just go full R with it. Roarin' Roro and be a certain dog from a mysterious van company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah. Well, one to Mike. Well, do nothing. Oh! I thought he was going to watch his team get scored on from a really sick passing play from Rogue.
I got word from behind the scenes that as soon as I was talking about Turn what a save spamming, he indeed said what a save in game. So
yeah, this is the information that I came for, and I'm glad we now have what a save. We just say what a save every time Turo tries to make a save, whether or not he gets it. We say it when he makes a save and when he doesn't make the save, right? Or is that too mean?
I mean, it's probably nicer than what anyone would say, like if this was like in a Reddit thread.
Imagine if Stacks had come up with the game there.
Honestly,
so much worse.
So much worse. I am very happy Stacks is not here. I love Stacks, but Lord knows, like a Stacks pun would turn Turtle changing his name Oh, it would be the end of the world for me. It would be the end of the world. I wouldn't be able to survive.
He's out here simply because he can't make up the Turo puns. You know, though, he's listening.
Oh, I know.
He's just going to start tagging you in Discord with all of his different Turo name ideas.
Oh, my.
There's a game going on the pitch, by the way, and it's been a lot of this, a quick pass in midfield, but then, that right there. I thought Rogue were going to score. They still might. Look at that. Look at that. Look at Taroko.
Leaves it for turn. Double? No, he too much sauce on the touch. First kill, they're going to try a double. That's on target, but it's blocked out. Taroko again, but it's off the bar. He has boost. Turn, pass, turn. That's a high ball. He'll try to read it again, and it'll bounce off the corner. A lot of pressure from Rogue here. His first killer able to bring the ball back up again, and Ajax with the clear before Taroko could take a deadly shot.
Oh, nice catch from Ajax, flipping it back around to Tristan, who's got the double, but nope. Had to avoid two Rogue players coming for his whole car. Another nice pass. eUnited, good progression here, but there's no boost on the pitch for them to collect, so they got to retreat, except Rogue just gave Tristan another chance. eUnited bought some time, but a great defense from Rogue there on the rebound. That was a really great opportunity by both teams, Daz.
Yeah, but that ends up popping up here. Goes off of the ceiling. eUnited are playing a close game here against Rogue. Rogue showing up with so much strength on the offense, but they have not been able to break past eUnited's defense. Look at Wonder Mike quick to the ball, as that's been kind of the name of the game for EU, just making sure that they block out Rogue on every chance. But no, what?
No!
Taroko! How does he not score? I think he got bumped on his way to the ball, and it just did not get the closing touch.
Oh no, Taroko. Oh, it was so close. This is a good challenge, though. He's got a chance for redemption. He can at least set his team up for something there. That touch was not going to get it done. Rogue going again for every single power touch that they can. They can make eUnited sweat. They'll make it happen. Up high again, turn, reform, trying to find, well, both first killer and Taroko on the backside. Daz, this is looking a little scary for eUnited, but oh, he's so tough to get by, man. Wonder Mike is insane.
Now, looking at this, like, man, I'd be a little concerned here if, you talk about first killer and Wonder Mike. If any of these guys get some space, it could potentially be the play that puts their team on match point. Final 20 seconds, and turn, flip reset, but cut out. Whenever Rogue's up on offense like this, I get a little concerned for eUnited. They're demoing them in the goal line, but also coming up with some really fancy footwork to get the ball downfield.
Ooh, hard hit there from Tristan. It's still on the ramp. Oh, nope. Okay. Golden goal now for match point. I think you're totally right, Daz. It's going to be one breakout, one way or the other. And with the way Tristan's looking, it might be him for eUnited, and it could be anybody on Rogue. This carry from Turo. Into first killer for the... Oh, it was so close. Taroko just pushes it forward, for hitting the ball's sake. And Wonder Mike wins one challenge, gets in front of another one. eUnited now back on offense.
Turn. Will he get it? Oh, he tried. Wait, that's a double commit from Rogue. First needs another touch. There it is. He's able to buy some time there. That was much needed, as that was almost an open net chance for eUnited. First killer coming up big, and Taroko will be able to clear away the danger. eUnited are looking for a way out, and every time they think they have it, someone from Rogue is there in front of the ball.
Oh, good touch again from eUnited on defense, being able to weave around this Rogue attack, even though they're trying to kick that ball away from them. Still, they've been able to take an advanced position on defense. They're sitting a little low for boost. Wonder Mike couldn't make the save happen, but Ajax made up for it, and eUnited somehow keep Rogue away, but the attack doesn't stop. Ajax needs another clear. Turo looks for first killer, but Wonder Mike is all over it on the turnaround. One touch out of boost, nothing just yet for eUnited. Rogue gonna go right back to the orange half.
He'll flip reset from first killer. Now looking for a bump play, almost there, but Taroko, he'll do it! Close out goal, and he's gonna give Rogue the match point goal.
That was very close both ways, though. And that demo, as Turo pushed forward, is the hole that Taroko needed. That's what it took. That was an insane volley between both teams when they went back and forth. Like eUnited had a couple good pushes, but then Rogue came up with a big save. Then Ajax came up with that massive save when Wonder Mike couldn't get the ball, and just wasn't sure. Wasn't sure what was going to happen.
Yeah, now I'm seeing this one. Rogue threatening to close out the series here. eUnited, so much work done from them in the start of the series, and now they are, I mean, they're on their last legs here. Again, decider match in this group. Both teams will end up going to the playoff bracket, but one of them will be starting in the lower bracket. And of course, you never really want to see that. But still some fight here. We load up our next map. And I mean, how are you feeling about this, at least from EU6? Because they were under a lot of Rogue pressure. Do you think they have it in them to kind of bounce it back for us at Game 7?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, that was really close. And like I said, that OT could have went either way. It was a demo that opened the hole for Taroko, so it wasn't necessarily an eUnited error per se, just Rogue being really solid on the transition. So I think that it can definitely go either way. It comes down to the challenges. Again, Daz, like this is just one of those games where this game is won in the trenches. It has been a high-flying game with a lot of really hard passes, a lot of good team play, but overall it still comes down to the 50s in those tight spots where you have to make the hole for yourself. The hole is not going to appear for you. That's what it feels like this has been. And eUnited are certainly capable of winning that war of attrition.
We'll see if Neo Tokyo loaded up here. And what looks like it could be an electric Game 6 between eUnited and Rogue. Things starting to get a little serious here as that pinches all the way downfield. And Tristan, he was looking for a solid touch there. Follow up from Turin Throwo.
Turin Throwo. Whoa. That's what he gets, like, because he's, I don't know. We're moving on from that. Either way, eUnited, a good push forward. This is actually, I think this whole match, Daz, no matter how this ends up, even if Rogue win Game 6, I think this is a good advertisement for what eUnited are capable of. They've had a lot of really good looks in this match, all three players. Tristan, looking for, oh, he sniped him! Oh, Tristan found Wonder Mike in traffic! This is what I'm talking about! This is the advertisement!
Soft touch, and look at that. First killer tried to see if he could turn on the ball, but just not he's able to just not get any piece of it.
But Tristan
from Wonder.
Yeah, like in that situation, you think, okay, Tristan, he's probably just gonna go for like a hard pass to the side in which then Rogue will be able to move around and defend that. But it's like, no, Tristan just dumped the ball right in front instead of just like a hard shot or something. Like just a quick change-up with how United were moving down the pitch before. It's those little change-ups that really put him down. And now United having a lot of good defense. Speed.
Yeah, speed from EU. And they needed that too. Good goal for them. They're able to kind of nullify the loss there on Wasteland and start to battle back here. But another goal for Taroko happens quickly, and Rogue back on the board.
That was a nice back pass. You don't get the assist on that, but it certainly helped. eUnited were pushing forward on the rotation, but then as soon as first killer was able to shovel the ball back to Taroko, the rest of eUnited scrambled. And I wasn't sure what turn was on the play. I don't know if he got like a steal or something, but I did feel like at least one player on eUnited should have been able to do something about that. Either way, it was just a really good initial start there from first killer to Taroko, put it in.
Good touch out. Looking at least rotation space here for EU. The rotation has to be on point. You're seeing Taroko just dive at the ball and actually win 50s, and that ball is landing in front of the goal line. eUnited's been able to at least do really good in terms of, making sure that the goal is covered and there's always somebody back, even if it's at the cost of a little bit of offensive firepower. But this game halfway over. It's been 1-1. And you talk about offensive firepower, Rogue has got a lot in that tank.
Yeah, but do you think eUnited should just be, for lack of a better term, be more aggressive I guess like they just don't have a lot of midfield presence. Roger actually like beating them to a lot of these challenges. They're so fast on it too, like a little flat on the goal line. But I'm not sure what the way out right now for eUnited is on this push in particular. I'm not talking about entirely. Just right now they've been pinned for a little bit.
Yeah, with
That's a decent 50.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough like even. Like, but when I see like eUnited, right, and I see that offensive aggressiveness that they are able to output, like I'm like, okay, yeah, pushing up does sound pretty like yeah, it sounds fine. But then when you play against a team like Rogue here, who I mean, all it takes is just the ball going to the right person with enough boost in the tank, and suddenly the counterattack just too deadly. I feel like they just can't get away with it here against Rogue. Because Rogue, I mean, you see the shot from Taroko, how close it is. And these are just barely off the mark with eUnited and how they're able to stand up against Rogue defensive-wise, that if they push too far forward just one time, it could cost them the game. And at this point, the series.
Rogue handled that transition perfectly, too. You're talking about being unable to actually like get a step ahead of Rogue, and I mean I think the whole time you were talking about that, like Rogue were showing you visually why you can't stay a step ahead of them. It's like the structure, the awareness beyond the ball, and there's those touches, those little touches in front when they slow the play down suddenly, and you're just constantly in this ebb and flow. When Rogue are in that mode, it's hard to break out of it, but eUnited have. They got to the blue half, but it's been very tenuous. Like, you don't feel like they actually have control of it because a lot of their touches haven't been solid or with authority, if you will, because they have low boost. They don't really have any control. But every time you see Rogue behind the ball, you got control. You got Taroko there. It's eUnited forcing their way out of a challenge. But look, there's a lot of hang time. And you're just playing reactionary to how Rogue are. And Rogue can find the gaps easily, way more time than eUnited do. So I mean, that definitely has played a factor, but the longer it's gone without Rogue picking up a goal, the more chance for eUnited just to snipe an opportunity.
Yeah, at this point, we're seeing if they can snipe themselves away in a Game 7 as that ball, it's on Wonder Mike's hood. They're going to go for it. Wonder in the air, had about 50 boosts. The ball did hit the ground, though, and we do have overtime.
But it is exciting when a player is that confident. He's like, no, I can catch this and shell it out to my teammate. That's a great kickoff start for eUnited. They just needed a little better approach on the follow-up there from Wonder Mike. He was expecting that play to jut out around the corner, and then he had to work his way back inward. Not the optimal spot, rather. That's a good win from Wonder Mike for the dunk. No. And this is it, Daz. Rogue, if they score here, they get the preferential seating. But eUnited looking pretty good. I really do think eUnited have played a solid match, regardless of the result here today.
Oh, yeah. I'm right there with you. Seeing eUnited, though, this entire tournament has been a pleasure to watch. Same can be said for Rogue, but that one, no! Oh! It just looked like they had everything lined up there for that play, and unfortunately, it just was not enough. Now, eUnited are going to have to start over here as the ball kind of bounces in favor of Taroko, and he's going to look to see, nope, he's gone. He's gone.
Oh, that flip from First Killer made things awkward for the eUnited rotation. And First Killer had lead on that challenge, too. That's a good clear for eUnited, but now it's all about the follow-ups. They got a solid one there. Kicked it on the backside, but First Killer had the rest of the net covered, and now he moves back down the field. That Wonder Mike wants to just push forward again. No boost for him in the corner, and Rogue will get the clear downfield.
All right.
I'll start sweating back here.
Yeah, looking at this one, seeing how it's going, right? First Killer and turn, pushing up. That's an aggressive push for Rogue. But Ajax back to get that clear downfield. Pass plays, but very awkward here. And you can see Rogue starting to retreat while Turin just tries to hold off the United for now. Meanwhile, United on the other side of things, not necessarily becoming so successful in their transitions, as there's always been somebody in midfield from Rogue that's just in the way constantly. And the possession from both these teams have been just lightning fast as they've moved back and forth over this overtime.
No real chance for eUnited to break out. Well, that chip is actually going to help Tristan. Oh, eUnited, a little passive on the midfield line, forced them to retreat, but that actually worked out really well for them. They got that touch out. Ajax, though, on the backside, just couldn't find the shot out. This is really good form, though, for eUnited right now, Daz. They got possession. They have the passes. A lot of consecutive touches here, but that last touch might have killed that run.
Yeah, seeing Sirocco with that touch out, ball into the corner. And this might be the play that does it almost. But Ajax, that is such a good save. It looked like Turin was looking for the top corner, and Ajax with a huge stop.
Ooh, been a lot of saves from this game. Again from eUnited, too. Oh, it slowed down for a little bit, though. You see Taroko waiting for that approach. He had to make sure that he didn't have that ball so he could go challenge it. Now you got Turo, and First Killer moving forward. Rogue trying to play keep away with the ball. Taroko successful to turn, throw. Oh, no.
No.
Couldn't get back down.
Oh, my God. No, don't live up to that name.
Oh, no.
This overtime, though, is been stressful.
Tense.
We are approaching 4 minutes almost. Turin into the corner. Looking to see if he can get this out. He has no boost, but that backflip, I mean, it gives him enough air time. And First Killer will be able to pick this up. This one is where it really gets scary. Off the ceiling. Does get the reset, and it's almost in. Follow up, and Turin will close it out for Rogue.
Oh, this dude just can't stop doing this stuff. He's just so fast. He knows when to use the boost and then when to let go of the boost and hit the ball and flip into it. Use his controller really good. He's good on the sticks. Sticks are pretty good. Buttons, too. He needs the buttons and the sticks, and First Killer knows how to use all of them really well.
Well, if you wanted a simple breakdown of the series, that was it. Well done to Rogue. They're going to win this particular matchup, but I think there's a little bit more to uncover, and we are going to get into that really soon. We are going to cut out with a short break. We're going to bring James back in. We're going to recap this series.
Back to the Rocket League Summit 2. And, you know, I asked if this game was going to go Game 7, Jorby. It was close. It was close.
Almost got there. But, you know, James, earlier in that match, I had said that I still felt like that match was still a solid advertisement for eUnited for the future, because this team has a lot of upside potential, and I think that was realized to some extent in this match against Rogue. And I think that that's a sign of good things to come, despite not getting one over them here for the preferential seating.
Daz, what were your impressions on eUnited?
My impression for eUnited was like a strong series start from them that ended up just turning into Rogue kind of turning up the pace, and eUnited slowly falling behind afterwards. A lot of this one, now I feel like eUnited necessarily didn't play bad at all. It's just Rogue started playing so much better that eUnited, the pace that they opened up the series with, wasn't enough to keep up.
And Jorby, we talked about First Killer and Wonder Mike being kind of the primetime punchers, the entry fraggers. Is that what played out?
Yeah, I think you still did see a lot of that. I mean, Wonder Mike had set up, I mean, Daz, how many challenges do we see that just like kind of kicked out right into Wonder Mike's way simply because, you know, he plays ones and he just has that, he's got that 50 game on lock every time. Same thing with First Killer. Like, those guys were opening up options for their team. I think Tristan was certainly a compliment, but I still think Wonder Mike was at the center.
Yeah, I could see Wonder Mike definitely kind of like being at the center of a lot of plays here for eUnited as well. But I do want to shift here a little bit because you talk about Rogue here, and Taroko had such a great presence here on offense for Rogue through the course of the series. I mean, this last goal for first is actually insane. That was really well done. And of course, it's Turin Throwo who ended up like finishing that off. His name changes over the course of the series was hilarious. All in all, I was really enjoying just watching Rogue play as a team, and even bring a little fun factor as well into Summit, which we would love to see.
Yeah, fun factor is always the best. You know, I think that's why people come to the Summit, and we will have more crew battles later on. But before we get to talking about that, let's cover the group stage results. The group stage here for North America is done. Let's take a look at how it played out. Version 1 in Group A, eliminated. Kansas City Pioneers in Group B, eliminated. Daz, Does any of these results surprise you?
I'd probably say KCP. Not, honestly, kind of both of them, KCP and version 1. I think a lot of people had much larger expectations for both of these teams, and the fact that they were just unable to show up is quite telling, especially for KCP. It looked as if they were like almost guaranteed to get out of their group, but it's the Susquehanna Sonics that ended up finishing top of Group B, which is surprising in its own.
So Daz, I want to ask you if you're surprised. Who did you think was going to get eliminated?
Ooh, I'd probably say I thought it would have been honestly EU, and yeah, I think pretty much EU would have been out of that group, but they ended up staying in, and then maybe Alpine on the other side. It was definitely between either Alpine or V1, but definitely I don't know, for some reason I just V1 losing there is surprising to me.
Yeah, especially with how good they've been. Jorby, did you expect version 1 to lose out? The Pioneers, what was your expectation?
I expected either Alpine or the Knights to be the odd man out in the group stage or in Group A. I really thought version 1 were going to continue to build on the recent success they've been having, but this is a pretty disappointing result for them overall. I definitely expected more out of them. KC Pioneer, I mean, Group B was a tougher group to really suss out. Like Rogue is the obvious first choice, right? But then you have eUnited Sonics and KC Pioneers, which in my opinion are all in the same tier of teams. Like these are your A tier teams, right? Like if Rogue is like S tier, I think I have an S plus in my head. So
yeah, but I mean, isn't it surprising though? Sonics 2-0 finishing at the top of the group. I don't think anyone really saw that, and that's going to help them in the bracket as well. As we take a look at how the GSL group stage has fed into the bracket, obviously teams going to be starting down there in the lower bracket. The ones that lost in the seeding decider match having to start in the lower bracket. And round 1, we're going to have Sonics going up against the Knights and Space Station versus Rogue. Ooh. So you look at that Space Station versus Rogue matchup, I think you're happy to be on the bottom side of the bracket here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Sonics and Knights, that's definitely a more favorable matchup there. You can let those two between SSG and Rogue just kind of battle it out there based on that one. But I mean, no one can really be upset about how this bracket looks. It all ended up having to do with how the players performed in their groups. Because I think a lot of people, like you say, kind of expect Rogue to be in the Sonic spot, but Sonics just outperformed them over the course of the past couple of days. So Sonics earn their right to be where they are. They're going to play against the Knights in a tough matchup, and same can be said for SSG and Rogue. I'm very excited to see those playoffs in North America.
And and Space Station has been looking really, really good lately. If you saw them playing in the North American Regional, you see them even playing in this group stage. These guys are looking ferocious, and this is going to be a really tough. I think they're going to be the tough team to take down in this event. And Jorby, I want to know if you agree. Who's the favorite for you to even win it all?
Favorite Space Station. You got to go Space Station. I think that you got your dark horse in Rogue. Rogue could certainly take it, but for my money, it's Space Station that are the favorite.
Yeah, Space Station is definitely my favorite. And Daz, this is my last appearance on the show for today. So I want you to leave me too with your prediction on who you think's going to win it all.
Honestly,
or you can abstain if you want to make it, suspenseful until tomorrow. I won't put you on the spot.
I mean, I could do that. That definitely could be something. But I'll go with a little bit of like a hot take here. I'll go with Rogue here.
Ooh,
I'll go with Rogue. I think I like how Rogue has been performing recently. I really was kind of vouching for them in the last NA regional, and they just couldn't show up. But I think this time they might have made the adjustments that ended up like causing them to lose here. I mean, it really does depend on that first match against SSG. If they could take down SSG, then they could take this bracket.
Yeah, and that will all go down on the 19th. We're going to have a little bit of a break before the NA series picks back up. And today isn't even over yet. We have the conclusion of the crew battles. I believe it's the conclusion. Regardless, we've got crew battles coming up, and that will be right after this break. So you will not want to miss it. Stay with us, and we'll be right back.